Well, welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast and around the world. We have Bryanna Wilson from Australia. Yes, you've heard it. Australia, the famous psychic that I'm always talking about. Yes, this is the one. Absolutely. It is open mic night tonight. So whatever's on your heart, you got a question, let it rip and roar. If you want to come on live, let me know. I'll send you the link. Or you can do the comment section, either or. All the admins and moderators out there in Facebook La La Land, thank you for letting us broadcast live. Much love. And I can assure you that the love will be repaid. So I cannot say anything else, but yeah. So Bree, how are you?
A lot better now than I was the last few weeks, but yeah.
Gosh, you've had it rough, haven't you? So tell us what's been going on.
Well, where do I begin? First,
whatever you want to talk about.
Well, I'll start when Evie ran away that time at the end of February. That's where it started. So it's been like 3 weeks of consistent shite. But we're dealing with a parvo case, like a canine parvovirus case at my house. So basically what happened, one of my dogs obviously picked it up when we were going for a walk. Before anybody gets upset, yes, she's fine. she's coming out the other end, thank goodness. But she was very bloated and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just thinking, okay, well, she's obviously pregnant, which was a phantom pregnancy, by the way, I'm pretty sure. So I didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden her eyes started to like expel discharge. And it like, I'm sure some of you have heard of canine distemper. That's what I thought it was at the start, right? But it's not, because it's rarely in Australia, and the vet confirmed that it wasn't that either. So basically the discharge started, and what happens when the discharge starts is the secondary infection that they usually get whilst their body is actually adjusting to the parvo. So whilst that's in the incubation period for the parvovirus, the eyes discharge. So I didn't know what that was, and then yeah. He's drooling the next about 2 days after that, and then I'm like, no, fuck, we're going to the vet. So they actually put her on antibiotics. They gave her 3 shots and sent me home with amoxicillin for her. She's still not eating. She's had it since she started to really show symptoms. So we took it to the vet on Saturday, and it's now about 4 days ago we took her to the vet. So she's been on antibiotics now for about 4 days. We've just been pumping her full of electrolytes, water, everything like that. She wasn't vaccinated against parvo, but she will be after this. She'll have a good immunity for it. But we fed her an egg last night, and she's actually showing a lot of improvements. So hydration is the killer. They need dehydration is the killer. And then my other dog started to show signs of it. I took her to the vet yesterday when I started noticing the discharge in her eyes. So she's been on antibiotics now for 2 days. This morning, so catching it early.
That is something, yeah. That's horrible. I'm really glad that you caught it. Hello, Toons. Good day to you too out there. Where are you from, Toons? I don't see my comments popping up. Do you see my comments showing up at all?
I can see your comments, yeah.
Oh, you can see my. Oh, well, there it is. It came up twice. Hello, there we go. That must be really slow on my end. Let me turn my mic down. I got a hot mic here. I always love being loud, but so where are you from, Toons? No, yeah, you really did good on catching that, because a lot of people usually don't.
It's denial, and you got to be real. Like, I had because I'm a breeder as well, so I had a husky that had pyometra September, not last year, but not last year, but the year before, so 2 years ago now. And if I'd have gotten to it when I'd noticed something was wrong, because she was pregnant. So I thought that she was like miscarrying. So she was bleeding for a little bit, and I didn't, really think anything of it. And then I had to end up medically surrendering her to get the operation so that she could survive. She's alive still, so she's with another person, obviously. But she, catching it early is always the main thing. So since then, I'm like, no, to the vet. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Toombs is another Aussie. What's happening? So that's neat to know. So he's from Australia, or she. Is it a he or she? What is it, Brie?
She, I think. If you're a bloke, I'm really sorry if I just offended you.
I didn't mean to put her on the spot. Okay, I do that sometimes to certain people, and that's offensive. So, but no.
Okay. When we go live next on TikTok, I'll just put you on the spot and make you do readings, even though you got no idea.
Oh yeah, right. She did that once before, and I was like, no, she's not. So, Toombs, I'm a he. Okay, great. So, what's on your mind? You want to come on live and say hello, or all good? Ha ha. Yeah, it's right on, right on. Do you want to come on live and say hi, or do you want to talk to the chat and ask a question? It's up to you. You can PM me. I'll send you my Facebook account. Now, people, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be friends with me, you got to PM me so I know who it is, right? So I can send you to my personal webpage. Because if not, I keep running over 5,000 people, and I hate choosing who's going to stay. Should I stay or should I go? I can't sing without my board going, but it's really terrible. So I had to make a page just for my followers and friends. Oh, I didn't put it up there. So if you send me a PM, I'll send you the link if you want to come up on live. You don't have to show your face. You can put a picture up, however you want to do it. Or if you want to, put makeup on and look pretty, that's fine as well. I'm sorry, it's a he. So that's good. So yeah, either way, we're good. But it's been a long day, Toombs. Oh, here it is. He's going to come live. All right. Here we come with the link. Check a 1, 2. Well, I thought I had the link. Bear with me, Toombs. I just sent you the link, Bree.
Okay.
Going on, Toombs. It's coming. Yeah, so I had to go to the eye doctors, right? And I'm only 48. And when I turned 40, I went straight into bifocals. And I was like, what the hell? And I didn't wear glasses at all. So when I got my eyes checked, she was like, okay, well, you're going to see 3 different things out your glasses. I'm like, what do you mean 3 different things? She's like, honey, I hate to tell you, but you're in trifocals. I'm like, what? So I don't know how in the heck I'm going to get used to that. So I went for them to be picked up. And ladies and gentlemen, do not use cheaters. That's what wrecked my vision. That's what I got on now. Bear with me here, sir. I don't know why it's not loading. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen out there, coast to coast and around the world, do not use cheaters from the drugstore. They will wreck your eyes. Let me just sign out and sign back in and get the link. I did not know that. So now I'm paying the price.
Purchase your tracks today.
Today, yeah. I guess it's my internet running. Oh, here we go. All right, that doesn't work. I got so many devices around here. Okay, here it comes. All right, Toombs, here it comes right now. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, it's there. It's sent. I'll see you backstage and I'll bring you on here. I hit a button. I hate when I do that. So now just remind everybody we are family friendly, so be careful what you ask for. She is blunt. What I mean by that is that if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask. It's the only thing I'm going to tell you.
So. It's more if you don't want to know the answer, then don't ask.
Yeah, there we go. She took the words right out of my mouth. So she knew what I was going to say. So yeah,
you know, Meatloaf. Have you ever heard of Meatloaf, the singer? Yeah, the song. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, I got to be so careful what we play on YouTube because, you know, I've got a person that actually makes my music, but we have to make new music because I have to be on his label. I have to have his something on a contract, and you know what I'm talking about. My buddy from England. Okay, there we go. All right, Toon, I sent you the link. That's okay, brother. Yeah, you don't know me sometimes. I'm a little bit backwards with stuff. Can't come on live at the ATM, brother, doing a few things while I watch. Oh, yeah, man, you come on live, put your phone on the dash, and let's roll. Get the head bopping. 1, 2, 1, 2, check, check, check. Come on, Toon. Anytime you're ready, we'll put you on. So, but I did not know that wearing cheaters actually ruined your eyes. Did you know that?
I think whenever you're not prescribed to anything that you're wearing, you're gonna ruin your eyes.
So what you're telling me is you already knew that.
Well, I got Toon's agenda wrong, so I can get it wrong sometimes. That's the truth, isn't it? Don't ever let a psychic tell you that whatever they tell you is 100% going to happen. Because I do have a pretty high accuracy rate, and I still do get it wrong. So.
Now, she's actually right. So, speaking of accuracy, what did you do this past Wednesday? Let's talk about that for a second.
Why don't you tell me?
So, Sport Cat and Grizzly, we have a show at Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Two guys having fun. And what he did was he went out there and got a bunch of psychics together, unbeknownst to me, because he didn't want to pollute the airwaves, because unfortunately they can tap into your mind without me knowing. And they gave a project to them, and it was like a panel, and it was on a missing person case that's well known. It happened a couple years ago. And Sporecat and Mr. Hudson did a really good job, and Bree was a participant in it. So, and we actually found out the family members were watching. I meant to tell you that. So, isn't that something? So, yeah, interesting. So, yeah, I can't believe that. This one guy has been down to talk to you, and I want to, he's been bugging me all day. Where's Bree? Help me, Bree. Let me see where he's at here. So yeah, she did really good. It was like everybody had a 1,000-piece puzzle, but everybody's hand had a different piece of the puzzle. And once we put it all together, it was like, wow, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we weren't giving anybody any false hopes or anything. We were just trying to test the method and see where it went to. All right, here we got a gentleman coming up live. His name is Casey Shanice. Mr. Shanice. I think we talked to him before, haven't we? And that's the spider guy, isn't it? Remember, I like spiders. Oh, yeah. All right. Come on, Mr. Casey. We're waiting for you. I actually had a friend, too. Casey, didn't you have a friend as well that's into the paranormal? Yeah. So, no, it was really neat. Y'all need to go back and watch that show. It was a little bit over 2 hours. It was kind of long. But it was really interesting how Sport Cat put it all together. It really was. I think we're going to do it again on other topics. Something like maybe related missing. Oh, there he is. Mr. Casey. Look at him. All right, get situated. When you're ready, wave at me. He's already waving. He's like, I am ready. All right, here he comes. 1, 2. Hello there, Mr. Casey. How are you doing?
Hey, Casey.
So where's your friend at? You got your mic muted or something because we don't hear you. Nope. Nope. You got your headset plugged in or Bluetooth turned on? It's always these gremlins we have, Mr. Toombs. Always. Hey, we always have this problem. There's been problems before where I didn't even have my headsets right. Or I finally got my studio set up. I'm almost done setting that up, Reese. I'm very excited about that.
Good job.
And my computer monitor is going to be my TV, 75 inches. I'm like, wow. You know, I mean, for somebody that there's affiliation, Jimmy Blanton. How you doing? Do you want to come up on the show too, Jimmy? I'll send you the link too. Jimmy's probably typing, yes, send me the link, Grizzly. I haven't talked to him in a while. Casey, you're live. My mic is not working. No, it's not. I've got you hot. We see you. We really do. See if Jimmy wants to come on. Have you ever met Jimmy? Jimmy's a real good guy. He lives in Harlan, Kentucky. He does his own paranormal stuff.
Awesome.
And he's real famous.
Oh.
Let me send him. Jimmy, I am. He's like, want the link? Oh, no, that's me. See, I told you I need my glasses. All right, Mr. Blanton, I have sent you the link. It keeps muting. Reboot your computer system, Mr. Casey, and I'll bring you back in. Okay, Mr. Casey's going to reboot, so he shall return. And I just sent Mr. Case or Mr. Blanton the link. So
You've got me curious now on what you were telling me, like, because you didn't finish what you were saying.
Oh, I got to tell you that off there. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured, but that's why I'm like,
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, I've been, you hung up on me, Mr. Blanton. Mr. Blanton, why did you hang up on me? I'm trying to get you to come on. Are you getting cleaned up or what? Come on and talk. Ask away, man. I miss you. So, yeah, it's very interesting because I've got a lot of different things going, right? And I kept trying to tell Sport Cat to hold on. And I'm not telling Sport Cat everything. I don't want to get everybody's hopes up, right? And it fizzles out. But this one, I told him that, you know, like, man, this is like, oh, my God, you know, and it's just like, we have to talk off the air. So I've contacted a few people and I'm like, you remember that device you showed me? You may want to make another one of those because you may want to send me one because we're going to sell the shit ton of those for you. Mr. Blanton, are you coming on? Because I've got Paralink, Paranormal or Paralink Normal. I think this is guy's website. And he developed a camcorder. Getting ready for bed at the moment. Well, hey, we'll broadcast live in bed. That's fine. Just do the waist up or head up. We're no problem. Not show nothing. He's probably dying laughing. But his device does automatically broadcast to YouTube. It does EVP. It does EMF. It does temperature, and I think the barometer. I think there's one more thing it does. And they built it itself, and it's all infrared, so it's pretty cool. And I'm like, he was showing it to me when I was heading on the show. Okay, I see you, Casey. Now I hear you.
Now you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Welcome. So what's shaking and baking, brother?
Oh, not much. I just, like I said, I was trying to tell you that she had to go to the hospital with her father because he got hurt.
Sorry to hear that. So
You hit
what's
a
on your
hard.
mind tonight?
Oh, not much. I've just been chilling.
So what questions do you
Just
have
been
for
relaxing,
Bree?
chilling.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Listen to some soft music in the background. So,
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was listening to music, but do you have any questions for me?
well, you're the one supposed to be asking questions.
Well, I had actually just did a interview or like excuse me. I did a investigation last week Saturday, so that was kind of cool.
Well, do you have any questions about that? Do you have any attachments or?
I don't think I have any attachments. Do you feel any, Brianna? No, I don't think so. Actually, at this location, I actually made a friend, so I don't think he would allow any attachments. So,
The only one that doesn't allow the attachments is yourself.
right. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm pretty well grounded myself, so I'm pretty good.
So you know all about the grounded part then.
Yep. I've been to a few places that I needed to be really grounded at, so I've been to the asylum a couple of once, and yeah, that was one that I needed to be grounded to, and I also been to an old brothel as well, so I know how to ground myself.
Now, why in the world would you go to a brothel to investigate it?
Yes, to investigate. It's actually a run bar and restaurant, but the upper part is closed off for only paranormal investigators only.
Really?
Yeah, because there's
Anything happen?
Yeah, we actually had voices, footsteps. I've actually had someone sit on my lap, believe it or not.
What'd you do?
I just sat there. Just sat
What
there.
was it? What was it like as a having a ghost sit on your lap? What did you experience? Like, so, say for example, right? If you were to explain this to me, take me back to the night that this happened. 'Cause I'm
Well,
really
I was sitting in the chair, and they have it as like a living room. Like they have it like an apartment. And we were in the living room part, and I was sitting in a chair, and my leg just got cold and almost to the point of falling asleep. That's what that pressure that feels like when someone's sitting on their lap, and that's what it felt like. So yeah, it was interesting, and it was fun. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, yeah. We
I
haven't
am
used
prepared.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! I just knocked over my whole fresh glass of country tea in the
And
dark.
then upon review, I actually got a EVP upon that review from that. Yeah, I called an asshole.
Whoa! Really?
Yeah, one of the male spirits called me that. I don't know. I don't know who could have been. So
That's terrible.
I heard at this place Al Capone and his boys were there quite often, so it could be one of them. I don't know. It's hard to say. Can't really pinpoint.
You have
So,
one chance in your lifetime to ask her anything you want. What is it?
I think I've asked you before during the messenger. I can't remember what it was though.
I'm not very good at replying in Messenger. Ask Grizzly.
Well, I'm able to. I don't know what it's called, but I'm able to remote read locations and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of ability that would be.
What is it? Sorry.
I'm able to remote read haunted locations.
What do you mean?
Like I could tell just by looking at like kind of what happened, how many spirits are there, stuff like that. I've actually been pretty accurate with that. Kind of like what you do for people, but I do buildings instead, kind of thing.
I don't. Yeah. No. Yeah. I usually do that as well. But like, if you're gonna go to a haunted place, you're gonna see those things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's,
But it is before I go though. Sometimes I'll look at the photo before I go and I pick it up, but not when I'm there. When I'm there, I get more, if that makes sense.
So you don't pick it up before you get there, but then when you get there, you pick up more.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm.
Yeah. No, yeah, I pick up stuff when I'm looking at the photo, but when I get there, and it really amps up, and I get more information.
Okay. So, like,
Uh,
do you, like, when you're trying to get information, the best way to test to see if you know, the accuracy, like, if you've got information that you found out after you've made that assumption, so to
yeah,
speak, because we can only call it as an assumption. You know what I mean?
right.
You know. So
Yeah, because I've had people give me just a photo of the location, and then they won't tell me what they found of that location, and I'd be accurate what the information is, kind of thing. I know
but
it's
they don't.
weird.
But they don't tell you the information.
No,
So how
they
do you
just
know?
give me they just give me the photo of the name. I don't have it to where I can look it up or anything like that. And then I tell them what I find, and then they tell me, "Oh yeah, this is correct."
That's good.
And so,
That's what you can do is just work on, like, you know, you're using your
yeah,
ability, your six senses and your
yeah,
six senses to.
yeah. But then once I get there, then I actually know what happened because it'll validate and that kind of stuff.
So when you say validate, like, what does that mean to you? Like, what is a validation to you?
Like, I'm not honest. I'm not really honest. I'm honest, but I'm not sure what it means. Like, I guess it just validates in my mind that it's correct. You know, they're not.
So, like, I'm just a little bit confused on what you're trying,
Uh,
on what you're trying to say. Like, when you say that you get the validation, do they tell you, yeah, like that's correct,
yeah,
or do you hear it,
yeah.
or do you feel it? Because, like, unless
I
you've got,
hear it and feel it.
okay, because unless someone actually tells you that's correct, that's not really a validation. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
it's
right,
because when I've been to haunted places, I have come up with information that wasn't documented down, so that was hard to validate. Do you see what I'm
right.
saying? But
Yeah,
then when,
no,
like, if I'm when I was about to leave this place, I said to them, "Oh, look up Edward so and so,
right,
see if it's actually, you know," and they did, and it was actually on the internet that
right,
it's,
right.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
because
the
it.
difference between a validation and not a validation. So it's like, yeah, especially if you're connecting to loved ones, you've got to look for that validation from them until you
Right.
get the yes, that's correct from somebody that you're
I
talking to.
haven't. Yeah, I haven't done any of the loved ones thing yet. I haven't gotten that far advanced yet. But during the investigation, a lot of times I get the correct full information saying that, like through EVPs and stuff like that, or other equipment, that kind of validation, and then what they tell me before or after.
Are the EVPs the spirit boxes?
We do all kinds of EVPs, spirit boxes. We even do the blindfold type thing too. So
So
Well,
EVPs is electronic voice phenomenon, and what they do
so.
is they use a
um,
digital recorder. Is what
yep,
she's asking. That's
yeah, it's the
different to see.
digital.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen. I actually had a really nice, like 14-ounce homemade iced tea. I just
Oh,
knocked it all
yummy.
over my studio, underneath my studio with all my electronics. I'm like freaking out, but I'm listening. Jennifer, you want to come on
Yeah.
live? I'll send you the link.
If that's okay, Grizzly. If it starts to fuzz out and you drop off, I'll take the reins and we know what's happened.
No, girl, I trust you. No problem.
Yeah, everybody else wants to join, they can join.
Jennifer, I'm going to send you my Facebook name.
I'm just going to go to the. We're back in a sec.
Yep.
Right.
And send me a PM, Jennifer, and I'll send you the link. So yeah. So she's not familiar with the techniques that we're accustomed to using, the verbiage over here in America.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So that's why she didn't know what you were talking about.
But
yeah. So no, I got a lot of electronics in my studio, and underneath my studio desk, I have like portable electronics, so I can go out in the field and remotely in the woods do live shows. I just need you to, Jennifer, to just a PM Grizzly Chris on Facebook. It's Grizzly Chris on Facebook, and I'll send you the link, and I'll bring you on as I'm trying to clean up this terrible flood I've got going on everywhere in the dark. But no, man, you got to ask her some questions, Casey.
I'm trying to think, that's all.
I mean, this is your chance.
Yeah, I'm I'm just trying to think of some questions though.
Well, have you any family members loved ones that's passed? You want to know about
Actually,
health?
yeah,
Stuff like
I
that.
actually
See?
I actually do have family that has passed. One, my grandfather or my grandmother just passed like 3-4 years ago,
Right.
and so I'm just wondering if you can maybe connect with her.
Well, what's her name?
Marcella Vandahay.
Oh, Bree's back. Okay. Bree, it's all
Yeah.
you. I'm going to mute myself here for a minute.
Okay. So what was her name?
Marcella.
She loved acrylic nails, didn't she?
Yeah.
Getting her nails done, going to the salon, getting her nails done.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever she'd go out, it's almost like she's showing me she'd wear specific outfits for like specific shops. Like if she'd go out, if she was going out grocery shopping, she'd wear a certain outfit, or if she'd go out to get furniture, she'd be wearing another thing, and it'll be always like it would kind of match the activity of what she was doing.
Yeah, I never really keep an eye on what she was wearing on certain things, so I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
But she does dress accordingly, so that makes sense.
Yeah, she used to always have. I feel like that when you were younger, there was almost like when she was around, she had a bracelet, like a very thin golden. It was very, very fine, and it was like a part with a locket, and she'd always wear it. And you'd like, I don't know if you personally would notice it a lot of the time as a child and play with it, but it was something that you remember her wearing as a young one, like when you were younger, growing up to when she was older, and she'd always have the same jewelry on. And it's almost like, did you ever take it off? And you'd be like, no. The only time she ever took her wedding ring off though was when she'd be washing the dishes or washing her hands. Or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like her.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, and look, she's saying use that bloody spirit box to contact me. She's always around you. Our spirits and our loved ones, right? Now, let me tell you, like as a medium, I can confirm that there is another side, right? And that it's another.
Oh, I can confirm that too. I'm like you, so
yeah, it's the same level of consciousness that exists after death. When you have been dreaming of her recently, have you?
Not of her that I recall. I've had. I can tell you that a different one I had lately.
Was it your granddad?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm not just going to sit here and pull shit out of thin air if I'm not, so I'm not going to keep just guessing. But if that loved one that came through in that dream is actually, like, honestly, like you'll always remember it. Dream, I don't ever dream because I conk out and that's it. So if I'm dreaming about a loved one that's passed away, that actually means they're visiting me in my sleep, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's one thing that I can say. Now, with your grandmother, she's always around, and I feel that there's a specific smell that just comes and goes, and it's like, I don't really have a specific smell with her though. More so my grandfather than her. Okay, so what happens is as a medium, right? So I just get all the information, and then it's up to us to try and figure out where that information goes. And if it doesn't go anywhere, if the puzzle pieces don't fit, disregard what I've said, because like I'm just going to be getting what I'm being told. But at the same time, just because of what I'm saying doesn't make it 1,000% accurate. Okay, it doesn't guarantee. So just take what you want from it at the end of the day. But yeah, so with the smell, it's like it'll. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. You're on mute. Grizzly, unmute your microphone, my friend.
I said that's what happens in the paranormal world. 1 minute they're there, and the next minute they're not. It's like bam. So yeah, my feet are wet. I got everything cleaned up. I hope now I just got to go back and mop it later. So hardwood floors really do, suck. So, but yeah, absolutely.
I've got floorboards too.
Yeah. So Jennifer, I'm still here. Jennifer Nunez, Grizzly Chris on Facebook, Grizzly Chris, and just PM me, and I will send you the link to get you on board. And you can get to come live. So, sometimes when you are getting readings, it's like antennas, ladies and gentlemen. You really don't know what's coming through. And at the time, it may not make any sense. And that's why the test that we had Wednesday with Sport Cat, we had somebody that actually is going back over all the evidence and stuff. to try to piece it together, because in the psychic world, people see colors, people smell things, people do different things. Like she may see something yellow and it may be reference to a description of a vehicle or a car or a boat, or, you know, because they had no idea what they were going through. They weren't told, okay, on this day, this is what happened. They were asked, how in the world do you do your thing with your abilities, and what do you need? And that's it. So, and of course, I didn't know anything, because some of them I probably would have known. Only one I knew was Bree. So, and they didn't want to cross-contaminate anybody, especially since they are able to read your mind, some of them. Some of them won't do it unless they have permission, but others can tamper. I'm not saying Bree is, but yeah.
Oh, I can very much tap into what you're wanting to do. So there's no point ever lying to me, because you're fooling yourself if you think I'm going to believe it. Like it's reading energy. Do you know what I mean? It's not really like,
oh yeah,
minds, but like it's people think that reading. Look, honestly, reading minds is a very intrusive thing, and a lot of people can just make assumptions on what people are thinking and feeling. So I will never intrude, and I will never do like, you know, third party readings or read for someone or read somebody else that is not there. Because I'm not a genie. I'm still a person with these just with enhanced senses, because I went without oxygen for 4 straight minutes as a baby. So it's like, yeah, when it comes to that kind of stuff, yeah, it's not mind reading, so to speak, but you're still able to use your experiences in life to kind of figure out how they're feeling. And it's, I suppose, you know,
Jennifer, it's on its way. No, but she's right.
Yeah, I suppose tricksters could say, yes, I'm reading your mind. Well, no, they're not reading your mind. You're just linking something back to your life and experiencing something you've been through to what they're going through. And if you have gone through something similar, then you can kind of relate back to that and go, well, I can kind of feel this way because you felt that way. It's not mine. So there's a bit of a debunking story for you.
Well, she's absolutely right. And, you know, when I went on the hunt and interviewed all these psychics and mediums, you know, I actually learned a lot. I was told I was going to write a book before I did anything about one of them. I was told I was going to move. I didn't realize I was going to move. They told me about my past, which nobody knows about my past when I was a kid. But this one did. Jennifer, I'm ready when you are. Just click on the link, fill out your name, and you're good to go. And you'll be live. So... yeah, cool. All right. We are ready. But now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we have gremlins in the studios. We have it all the time. But I really don't remember touching the tea. But I guarantee, since I'm in the dark, it was probably me being punished for grabbing the holy water and crucifix.
Look,
I probably should have done that.
like, you know, I'm not psychic or anything. But, you know, it's not hard to tell that, like, you're really upset about that tea, mate. You okay?
Yeah, I am. Let me tell you something. Good tea is hard to find. You cannot buy it, right? I'm like, my mother made this tea, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm in northern Kentucky, right? So does that tell you anything? So, yes, I'm in the backwoods right now. That's why you see my backdrop. See it? Backwoods. So... all right, Jennifer, we're waiting on you. Anybody else out there in La La Land want to come forward? Jennifer, here she is. All right, let me get her situated. Yeah, she's waving. Okay, let me get her camera situated. And when you're ready, give me thumbs up, and I'll bring you on. You ready? All right, she's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Nunez. Let's welcome her to the show. There we go. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Your mic is muted down at the bottom left-hand corner. All right, now try it. Nope, still hearing nothing. We see you fine, but we just don't hear your voice. Let me see if I got something on my end. No, your mic's still muted. All right, she's going to come back in. See if we can bring her back in here. Wait, why am I so big? Wait a minute. I'm not the star.
Maybe she's gone to make a tea.
So I was on the show the other day talking about you, and I was trying to say a word, and a wrong word come out, and everybody just was like, "Did Grizzly just say that?" And I was like, I just kept going like I didn't say it. But oh no, they brought it up for 12. I ain't saying it on the show. I'll tell you after. So yeah, I was very embarrassed. I was like, they got me laughing so hard, I was almost out of my chair, almost on the floor. I mean, I was banging it. I mean, I thought my mic was muted, and I was laughing so hard, and they were like screaming at me, "Hey, stop it, stop it!" And I'm like, "Oh, you can hear me?" And I looked down. I was like, I didn't mute it. So yeah. So yes, that was really embarrassing. And people actually got mad, and some people thought it was funny as hell. And it's just like, okay, here comes Jennifer again, and she's going to try. So Casey says, "Hey, I am backstage, but I don't see you, Casey. You may want to reboot your computer." Jennifer, they'll need to connect their mic and add them to the stream, which I am trying to do. Jennifer, try it one more time. You're almost there. Yep, you're almost there. But no, it was, if you was there, you'd have been on the floor rolling, because, I'm square, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest. I like to have fun, but I am square. I've always been square. Now, when I was on the PD, I did play Super Troopers a lot. So, and my assistant brought me a rebooting. Oh, rebooting. I was saying, when he said rebooting, I was thinking rebooting in the Lord's name, Jesus Christ, amen. So you see where my mind's tonight. It's everywhere. I'm scatterbrained. So, but no, ladies and gentlemen, Bree has done a lot of good things. She's everywhere. I see a good future for her. I told her that a while back ago. So we got her on a regular schedule now. She's on every Friday. Do you like that time slot at 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Is that a little bit better?
Because I can get I'm able to get up and wake up a little bit.
Jennifer, are you there?
Yes, I'm finally here.
Welcome, welcome. All right, nice to have you.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, so tell us a little about yourself.
Let's see. Well, I don't even know where to start. Let's see. I live here in Alaska, Fairbanks.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Definitely. There's so much land up here. You have no idea what's out there.
Alaska is just stunning. And can I just say, it's a place that I've either had a past life there, or I'm going there in another one.
No, you could get lost here for sure. And that's the problem. But yeah. No, I moved here with my now ex-husband. Just got divorced. I'm so glad. It was a blessing. No, he was diagnosed borderline personality disorder with narcissism and bipolar. So that was a lot for me. But I had no idea what any of those things were. Bipolar, but I didn't know what I thought it was somebody who'd like to take a bunch of selfies. I mean, I didn't no idea what I was in for, Oh my God.
Narcissistic personality disorder is really tough.
Yeah, it was awful. I'm finally getting my mental state back together, my mindset.
Yeah. It can take a while to recover from that too.
Oh, yeah. So, and I was told that there was no chance of recovery when you go through something like that. But I don't believe it. I don't believe that.
Like with BPD, I got diagnosed with BPD when I was 20. So I've had it for a while. But let me tell you, it's not the narcissistic personality disorder. We've already got narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah, exactly.
And narcissistic is when we're angry, at least the narcissistic streaks, but then we feel really bad for it afterwards. The narcissistic part would take away the feeling bad afterward part of saying, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. I mean, I had to wait for an actual diagnosis before I was like, okay, now I know what kind of danger I'm in, you know, but I'm so glad to be free.
Yeah. And you're very lucky too to not have stayed around. I'm good, proud of you for leaving.
Yeah, we were together for 8 years.
Shit.
And I was, I know, everybody's like, what? But the thing is he wanted me to fix him, I think. And I said, that's not me. I'm not here to fix you.
No one can fix you. You've got to fix yourself.
No, I said, you have to fix yourself.
Yeah.
You got to do the walk the talk and all that kind of stuff. So you got to deal with those problems and I'll deal with all my issues and we'll support each other. That's what you're supposed to do as a husband and wife.
It's like saying, it's like saying, here, give me your homework and I'll copy the answers and I'll, do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Yeah. It's not,
and I think, a lot of soul searching and shadow work.
Yeah. And when people do, because their energy is very vibrant and it's like you can tell that they've been through a bit, you know what I mean? But there's a difference between going through a bit and dealing with what you're going through.
Oh, yeah. And I wasn't sure if I was going to make it sometimes. Yeah. But a lot of spiritual work, a lot of shadow work. And I realized I'm like, oh, he's showing me part of my shadow. Right now.
Exactly right. 100%.
Because I've never been a jealous person, but he was extremely jealous, and I'm just like kind of clueless. I was like, maybe deep down I am kind of jealous of some things, but I still am not. I mean, I'm doing my best to try to integrate.
That's good. That's all you can do too.
I do have a question. As a child, I was doing things that my parents were like, whoa, how does she know that? I would sing songs that hadn't even come out, or the group wasn't even discovered yet for another 4 years.
Very, very
smart. That is wild.
That's cool.
I would find missing kids.
That's mad. Yeah. So your remote view, yeah, that's insane. Like, yeah. So
and then I would, if somebody was sick, I would feel all of their symptoms.
Oh, yeah.
To the point where, and then they would die. But then all of a sudden, it's like I didn't know that they died. All of a sudden, then I'd feel better. And I would feel like at peace. It was the weirdest thing.
I think that you're either meant to help people cross over or be there when they die and help them cross over, or like you're very gifted. There's no doubt about it. Like you are incredibly gifted. Like it's being able to, that's just your higher self being very connected with you, you know what I mean, since a young age. Your grandmother that's passed.
Yes.
She's where it came from. She was religious, yes?
Yeah, she was. It was her mother that was Chiricahua Apache.
Yeah, so I feel that that's where the abilities have come from. Have you had any near-death experiences where you have to die and come back this lifetime?
Yeah, but now that I'm getting my mindset back and I'm trusting myself again, I have a bunch of tarot cards. I meditate all the time.
Good. I don't ever meditate, but good job for that.
I'm trying to take my power back.
Good, and you have to. You have to.
It's very hard. Some days are not good, and other days I'm just like so pumped and high vibe.
Yeah,
I'm ready to. I mean, I had studied the craft when I was in college. One of my mentors was part of the Golden Dawn, the OTO. And so I had training in that, and then a little bit. And then my first mentor, she was an inner circle druid.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, I love them so dearly. They helped me through a bunch, just college stuff and, they were wonderful. Every time I would, just when you thought that they wouldn't know anymore, they come out with like a whole thing, I definitely learned a lot about Thelema, and do what thou wilt, shall be the whole of the law, and what that actually meant, like what it means, like following your purpose doesn't mean do whatever you want. Yeah.
And that's fantastic.
You got to follow your purpose, but I think I'm kind of lost as far as finding my purpose.
Oh, you're a healer. You're a healer for sure. Like the fact that you can feel these things before these people die, I would not be surprised if that means that you would have some sort of ability to heal them or give them some sort of chance to survive something. Now, let me tell you, But when
I don't know. Like I've been working with energy balls too. Really working on myself. Like
so
telekinesis,
telekinesis. Everyone can do this sort of shit, right? We're all humans. Like anything that I can do, or anything that you can do with energy balls, telekinesis, making things move, everybody can do it. Now, with the energy balls, yes, it's like it's
and learning about sacred geometry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And things like that. I mean, I'm also taking podcast classes, kind of, with a rabbi in LA. And I have a Bible that has Hebrew on one side and English on the other. I sing in 9 languages.
Whoa!
Yeah. I went to school for vocal performance, a minor in Italian. I wasn't allowed to sing. With my husband, he was like not having it. Only when he wanted it to happen, you know. Otherwise, it was a huge fight. Yeah. But now I'm getting back to myself again and starting to read a lot more. I was very attached to Celtic magic for a long time. And so, I mean, and I feel like the whole magical world and that spirituality, I just fit there.
It's so crazy, isn't it? It's so crazy.
I just can't imagine doing anything else, you know.
Yeah,
being away from that spiritual part of me, and everybody goes, "Don't you want to date?" I'm like, "Are you kidding? I'm too busy."
Yeah,
focusing on me.
And look, it's not all life isn't all about dating and relationships. It's about finding yourself. Like when it comes to, you know, I'm really proud of you, man. That's insane. Like, good on you. Like, that, you're in a really good. You're going places. You know what I mean? And I feel that you are going to be like, you know, doing this sort of thing in about 6 months' time.
I hope so. I just want to help people.
Yeah,
I don't because here in Alaska, mental health is on the back burner.
Yeah.
So with my ex-husband, he was arrested 20 times in 3 years in the same city.
Wow.
For abuse.
Whoa.
Yeah. And not just against me. And of course, my emotions roller coaster, didn't know what the hell was up or down. And it's not for just hurting me, but other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too far gone. I mean, basically, he is a revolving door for just any kind of energy. Well, there's nothing there. There's no soul at all.
Yeah, those are the ones you got to watch too. And like, you know, with all of the sick, twisted, corrupt people in the world, like, hard as it is not to judge them, you're not really judging anything because I don't believe they have the soul. I think
no. The one thing that he did do though, and I told my friends in Denver, I said, yeah, he stole, because I had a book of Aleister Crowley and Samuel Mathers McGregor. I have a book of demons, right? So, and I had all my research and everything that I learned from my other teachers and everything. He stole it.
What?
Yeah. He stole it and tried to lie about it. And I said, oh, I can't help you now. That's all I said. I said, dude, you're on your own. I said, you start messing with that, and you don't know what you're doing, I can't help you.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Let me tell you something. Like, I mean, there's just as many demons as there are angels.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there has to be a balance. There has got to be a yin and a yang. There's not going to be just an army of angels and a god and no devil. Like, the devil is there, or Satan is there to punish bad people. You know what I mean? He's there to, like, he has to be, someone has to. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, so and he, you know, it's like him and Belial and Paimon. I mean, they've been testing me a lot. And
look, that's all it's about. Like, everything that happens in life is essential to our growth. So, like, my version of it, right? This is just me, and I'm not saying that any religion views or spiritual views are wrong. This is just me personally, but I believe that God is a being like us, right? Whether he's, you know, male, female, whatever, I don't believe that he's anything. I think he's just like energy of love, right? But in saying that, the image of him is what we are. So transcending duality is going from one dimension to another, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dimensions, right? Now, if we are trying to be our absolute best person, any human can be godly. But when something bad happens, or we get or our little ones get hurt, or our loved ones get hurt deeply, we become evil people. And much as I'm part of love, like full of love and light, there's always that dark side. So, reality is God and Satan are the same person. It's just like transcending, or the one entity, but transcending the duality. So because we've all got Satan and God in all of us, Yeah. We've all got the potential to be godly people. We've got the potential to be
we have all of that energy within us.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's no separation. It's just denser. It's just dense energy.
And
I mean, there's nothing that separates me from Belial or angels or Archangel Michael or, you know, I mean, we're just all one and the same. One thing I did learn from a rabbi, I think he's in Spain, is I wanted to know about the 72 names of God. And I got a book and I started meditating with it like 10 years ago. Nothing ever happened. Nothing ever came about it. And I was like, you know what? The universe is laying the foundational work here. I have a feeling I'm going to find out. And I sure did.
Yeah.
And the only thing I have a problem with sometimes is like holding, and I think, you know, because of my past, focusing the visualization of the Hebrew letters. Because I already know my alphabet and stuff like that, but I know what they mean in depth, and I know how to set it up. I know how to meditate with them because it's like a battery. Yeah. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah. It is a big battery, and I didn't realize. I was like, whoa, you know, this is so not what they went over in the book.
Well, think of it like this, right? Just to put it all into perspective, even with what you're saying, love and hate is the same thing. It's just a different intensity.
Yeah, you know what it is? Yeah, love it, and the you know, with polarity, like the 7 hermetic principles. When I talk about polarity, and they're just like, oh, you know, hate and, you know, love and hate are, you know, complete opposites. I'm like, no, it's fear. It's fear is the one.
Yeah, and it's also it's the same. It's the same frequency, just a different intensity.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, I've been teaching my son that. He's 24. So, and I swear, he is like a little guru himself. When he was 4, I mean, he had me like color with crayons. And when he was 4, the whole tree of life in my Bible.
Wow.
Before we even went out the door. He goes, we can't go to church without you doing it. Because you have to know those, Mom. And he always called, like, Jesus Christ his buddy JC when he was little. My buddy JC, he goes,
he's definitely one of the 3 waves of light workers that Dolores.
Oh my God, yeah, he's a triple water.
So I'm 29.
Pluto.
I turned 29 in a month. So he's in the same generation as me, right? So our generation, the light workers in our generation are very good healers, are very, very, very good psychics and mediums. They are here to help raise
amazing
of people in the planet. Now, my little boy, who is, if your son has kids, he'd be in the same generation as my little boy. My little boy just eases. He's in an autistic unit at school. Now he eases. His energy is calming to other autistic children in his year, and he is friends with everybody because they all find him so calming. And
my son. I mean, he's a Pisces for sure. Yeah, Pisces, Cancer moon, and Scorpio rising. So I really paid attention to him to see if he would go dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's learning to embrace his shadow now, you know, which is good. You know, everybody does it in their own time. Yeah. You know, but what's funny is my North Node is Aquarius and his is like right opposite.
Yeah.
We're both like on that same wavelength. It's so crazy. We're very close.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's like, that's weird. You know, but yeah, he's very emotional, but he's not weak.
No, and emotions are not weak. Being emotional and feeling these things are not weak. If anything, like people that are parents that have trained their kids that if you're a boy that you can't cry and that it's weak, that is the weakest form of parenting.
Oh yeah.
Because like with my, you know, I had a friend that was a caseworker, and you know, I started to get upset about my son, and she's like, "Oh, you don't want me to, you know?" And I said, "My son can see his mother cry because I'm not going to like sit there and pretend that I'm okay. I'm not, but I'm not going to emotionally rely on my son. But if he sees me cry, it's okay. It's perfectly normal to cry. It's okay to cry."
Well, you give yourself, you'll kill yourself if you don't let it out. You know what I mean? You'll get diseases and everything else. It's that all this Western way of suppression.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything that tears everybody apart. You know, I mean, people, that's why so many people have cancer and have all these diseases, because they don't know why it's there. I mean, because nobody uses their body to feel anymore.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
so I'm getting in touch with that. I mean, I touched over so many different bases in my life that I mean, I even flew to Scotland because I knew I had past lives there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, and I took a plane to London and took a train up to Glasgow and said, what can I see in this city? And that's how my whole trip was conducted.
Yeah, I actually do past life readings as well.
I love that language. I love singing in it. It's one of my favorites, for sure. I just don't know. You know what it is? I think that I'm trying to manifest, but I've been held back and controlled my whole life. So I really, like, I always feel like I'm just on the edge of, like, I could push myself further. Like, I'm like, why am I holding back? I don't understand why I'm holding back. I'm just not quite sure what psychic ability that I have that I should focus on and work on, and how to do it.
Well, I'm actually a mentor in psychic development, spiritual awakening. That's where I can actually help you. Does that make sense? So if you need to have help, I'm also a past life reader. If you're still looking to do any more past life work, I do everything. I just don't read medical or legal. I'm even a healer. I heal pain as well.
Oh, I've done one past life regression, and she goes, "Have you been seeing pyramids around town?" I'm like, I thought I was going crazy. I see pyramids everywhere, all over in Arizona when I lived there. And she goes, "I think you're from Atlantis." So let's do a regression and find out. And you know, I've heard of Lemuria as well, but I don't know. You know, I wish I would remember them so I wouldn't have messed up so bad in this life. You know, I wish I would have remembered part of my past lives a little bit more.
Yeah, well, that's why it's good to get readings and regressions. But I've actually got to get going because I've got to give my dog her antibiotics for this bloody parvovirus that I'm dealing with. Because she's due for it. I was meant to give it to her this morning. Is that okay with you, Grizz?
I made a new friend.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, the ones backstage will have you back on. BFRO 812. He's back there.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. We'll have you back on, sir, next week at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure and have that scheduled. Okay. So I didn't forget about you. So yeah, well, we actually have people in line waiting. So yeah, I know.
Well, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for coming on. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, and Bryanna, how does people get a hold of you?
So my original Facebook business page has been hijacked. So I've got a new one. I'm gonna put it. I've actually put a if you look up Grizzly, can you I'll type it in the private chat. Hang on. This is my business page now. There's barely any followers. There's just 3 followers now. I am on TikTok, and you can also get me on email. Actually, just get me on email.
Okay, and also she has a Facebook group herself, and I'm pulling it up, and unfortunately I have so many Facebook groups I can't remember all of them. Especially yours. That's
my email account. If anybody wants to get in touch with me, they can actually email me on that account, psychicmedium9999@gmail.com.
And also DRIZZL1 and Psychic. I'm not even typing.
Did you get it in the chat, Grizzly?
I am typing. So you can reach her on this page. It's Grizzly and Psychic Medium Bree on multidimensional beings, UFOs, and more. And then Psychic Medium Bree 9999. That's 4 9s at gmail.com. That's Psychic Medium Bree 4 9s 9999 at gmail.com. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, reach out to her. All right. Thank you, Bree. Have a good night. Take care. Man, I tell you, she is something else, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, so I see Jennifer and everybody's still backstage. Hello, hello.
I'm going to go get some cat food.
Yeah, I cannot believe your story. That was so awesome.
Oh, thank you. No, yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, but I am so grateful to have gone through that kind of food.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to take me down.
That's right.
And I know that the red flags are not a carnival.
That's right. Absolutely right. Jay, make sure to come back and say hello to us and come back on the show.
I will. You guys have a wonderful evening, okay?
You too. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, hello there, gentlemen. How are you all doing? So,
how you doing, Chris?
Doing great, man. Welcome. She's got some things she has to attend to, but next Friday, are you free at 9 p.m.?
I'm going to be free at 9 p.m. I don't know about Mr. William here.
Well, make sure and come back and see me because you'll be first in line.
Oh, well, we've got a trip planned this weekend, so maybe we'll have something for you.
Ooh, I'm almost ready. I almost got my studio finished. I've got finished moving. So, yeah, so I'm getting there. Only thing left to do is hang up the TV and a few odds and ends, man, and I'm ready to go squatching. So I got all my trail cams, I got all my batteries and everything. So yeah, I'm ready.
We got some new boats to launch and hopefully some new gear to try.
Yeah, that's right. Great, man. Well, I'll talk to you soon and stay in touch, man. See you guys.
Absolutely. Peace. Later.
All right, bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Bree from coast to coast and around the world. Interesting show. Knocked over my nice iced tea from northern Kentucky. Terrible. But make sure and go in and if you have any questions, email us. Email Bree, email me if you want to come live on the show. Put out my Facebook name, Grizzly Chris. Anytime you want to come live on any of my shows to ask a question, whether it's a psychic or somebody investigating anything, whether it's the paranormal realm, I'd be more than happy to bring you on. It's all about love and sharing. You know, we're one big community. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, it's time from coast to coast and around the world, from northern Kentucky, Grizzly says goodnight. We'll see you next Friday on Open Mic Night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. See ya.